Cleveland is awesome. We're right by the water. It's only 4 hours from Toronto. A lot of awesome Chinese food there. You go up and come back down. It's also right next to gambling. Chinese love to gamble. So Detroit, you go there, and there's a lot of gambling places. But be serious. But Cleveland is wonderful. It's not so much the East Coast where it's very high fraud, because people tend to take praise on their own people. I always tease the Chinese, who's the best people to cheat on but the Chinese, because we all speak the same language, so we cheat each other. Korean people cheat on the Koreans, and Chinese people cheat on the Chinese, and Arabic people cheat on the, oh, my lawyer is trying to cheat me. Oh, well, I'm a lawyer, I'm not a Chinese, it's terrible. There was a time when I was young and insecure, I didn't want to be known as a Chinese lawyer, because I said, my gosh, I want to be Chinese, I want to be a great lawyer. But now it's nice, as you get older, you sort of go back to your own community, you sort of what could I do more to help? Also, the community have changed in the past 30, 40 years. Because if you remember, Nixon started in 72 and 78 with Kissinger, and then the real Chinese really came on J1s. So my children went to BU and Brown when I meet their kids. And if they're Chinese, I always ask, oh, when did your parents come? I don't know. Ask them, when did they come? They come in the 70s. You know they came on J, because that's the only visa they got. And they came as a green card, they're like a special translators from Ao Shi Tong, and they're special chefs. So normally by the time, like the Vietnamese, if you talk to a real Vietnamese, whenever they come in the 70s, they have a lot of money. But after 76, they may have power, but not that much money. In the 80s, they all go through Thailand refugee. So after a while, it was fun to work with, because the Color Quota Act only came in 65. So colored people like us, we don't have the long history that the Europeans have or the Jewish people have because of the First World War, Second World War, the Austrians, the whole Russia, the Germany. And so it's really a lot of fun what we do. So, but why Cleveland? Cleveland, number one, is cheap. You can rent a place for $500. I tell my clients, don't rent a place for $1,200, $1,500. They'll pay cash for a Manhattan apartment for $3 million because they don't have a bank account. But in Cleveland, I said, why even buy? Rent first, see where you like, what you like to do. Solon have a great school district. So does Cleveland, Lincoln West, and a lot of international people. So we build relationships, we try to refer kids to them. There's so many charter schools. Horizon is another one. It's just, we have awesome school systems here. And we get to see the mayor, we call them, we call Valerie, write down Valerie's name, call her. Some dignitaries come to Cleveland, you want to act like a hero, the mayor will meet them, no problem. Can't imagine getting Bloomberg to meet your friends, forget it. The guy's a multi-millionaire. But Frank Jackson, he's open. You can get any councilman to open the doors and to see council in a meeting. Hospitals, you can get them to go to Cleveland Clinic, get their volunteer group to show your people around, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Cleveland is just a beautiful city, and it's so reasonable. Eggs, $1.20 a dozen. Where are you going to get eggs for $1.20 a dozen? You go to Western Market, $1.59. You get to know those women, they give you 2 extra eggs. No way to do it. So it's like, where else are people so nice to cook?
There's a lot we should appreciate in West Right.